What's the highest you ever been? Not doing any alcohol, drugs, or in taking any pills. But imagine standing at an altitude so high that your body starts dying every second you're there. A place where your brain begins to shut down. Where every step feels like you're running a marathon. Even a tiny mistakes can result in your death. And that place is called the death zone. On the mountains. The death zone begins around 8,000 meters, which is around 26,247 feet above sea level, and it is found only on 14 mountains, and they are all located in Asia. And one of the highest peak is the Mount Everest peak. But what happens to the human body when we get up there? I'm gonna tell you all about it today. This is K to the S to the R, Sanjay. Let's get into it. Okay, what is the death zone? Many people think at high altitudes you get less oxygen. That's actually not true. Even though you're at a high altitude, you still have about 21% oxygen in the atmosphere. The problem is pressure. At sea level, atmospheric pressure pushes oxygen into your lungs and your bloodstream. But above 8,000 meters, you would only get about 1/3 of atmospheric pressure of what you would get in the sea level. That means every breath delivers less usable oxygen, dramatically less usable oxygen. That means every breath delivers dramatically less usable oxygen. Imagine trying to breathe through a straw while going uphill, and imagine doing that for days. Even while you're standing still, your bodies find it hard to find oxygen. This condition is called hypoxia oxygen starvation, and it's just the beginning of a deadly effect. The first organ to suffer, the brain. Your brain consumes enormous amounts of oxygen, and when that oxygen level drops, brain is the first one to get affected. At that zone altitude, you can affect poor judgment, you get more dizzy, memory problems, so reaction times. You find it hard to solve even easy maths problems. That's what severe hypoxia can do. However, some climbers do report they feel extremely calm or euphoric while they're climbing very high, while others become disorientated and make fatal mistakes. There have been some cases where they removed their glasses and oxygen mask because the brain thought they were fine. And the tragedy is by the time they realize they are wrong, they are already halfway to death. Hallucination in the sky. Now this is to be expected, right? One of the strangest effects that you can experience while climbing high is hallucination. Some climbers have reported of hearing strange noises and voices and see people up there. Now imagine if actually there are people up there, some gurus, some monks along there that are actually living there. But we'll never know, I guess. Many describe feeling an invisible companion without climbing with them, claiming there could be like a ghost of people who may have passed away in there. This phenomenon is so common, it's actually got a name, the third man factor. When your brain is under severe pressure and isolation, it's just create a companion to feel like someone's there to comfort you. This actually reminds me, like, you know when some people, some rare cases where they have split personality because they've been severely abused when they were a child. So because of immense pressure, they create another one in their own mind to feel like someone's there to comfort them. But obviously there's no one there. It's not as severe as that, but you still feel somewhat similar to it. And for some people, maybe the only reason they still will be able to climb higher and higher, your lungs begins to fail. As the altitude increases, the danger also increases. Another effect, the lungs. A condition called high altitude pulmonary edema, or HAPE. In HAPE, low oxygen causes the vessels in the lungs to constrict. As the pressure builds, fluid starts leaking into the lungs. They feel short of breath, they begin coughing up, and they eventually start to cough up vomit in strange colors, and eventually they die from essentially just drowning from the inside out. Without immediate descent, HAPE can be fatal within hours. When the brain starts to swell. You know how I said about the lungs, there's one for brain as well. This is called high altitude cerebral edema, also known as HACE. And this is also similar to the other one. Fluid starts accumulating in your brain. You get severe headaches, loss of balance, sense of speech is gone. You don't know what's going on around you. They will start to stumble, they will forget who they are, where they are, and being unable to walk. And without treatment, it will be fatal. Death is often inevitable. And in death, especially death zone, rescue is very hard, and they usually results in death. Your body starts eating itself. At high altitude, your appetites become very low. You don't want to eat anything. The lack of oxygen makes digestion less efficient. Climbers struggle to eat enough calories to maintain them, while their bodies are burning thousands of calories just to stay warm and alive. So when you don't eat enough, your body starts to consume itself and break down. The results, rapid memory loss, weight loss. You lose everything very quickly. You can lose up even more than 10 kilos during it. The cold is also trying to kill you. The oxygen deprivation is already trying to kill you. But the main factor, the cold. Temperatures can drop below -30 degrees Celsius. To protect vital organs in your body, Your body stops sending enough blood to the fingertips, to all the toes, nose, ears, which causes frostbite. Everything begins freezing, cells starts to die. And in severe cases, if you have seen them, you actually have to amputate the fingers because of severe frostbite. Climbers do have oxygen tanks, right? But they're not invincible because of that. Masks can freeze. It can malfunction. You can run out of oxygen. And the death zone is called a death zone for a reason. So respect to the people who try it, but maybe don't try it. Because there's no reason to, no one's forcing you to. But if you have to do it, respect to you. That's for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe!